Okay, I just started recording. Let me mute all of you. Mute all. Okay. I did this presentation when it was the 3 vital behaviors. Imani did such an amazing team call last night on recognition. So I'm going to have you guys refer back to that call in case you have any questions about the 4th vital behavior. But right now, let's talk about the 3 vital behaviors. And anyone that was in Lead Well Legacy back in September, like Angela, you guys probably remember this call, but it was really important. I'm calling this, I know today's a Q&A, but we need to drill this in because a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? How do you do it? And it's really mastering these vital behaviors. That's all it is. There's no secret. There's no other training. There's nothing that I've learned by hanging out with Saudi and Mickey, but it's just being able to be really good at these. So like I said, there's no secret sauce. There's just being really good at the 4 vital behaviors and being consistent over time. I'm going to tell you guys, I've worked this business every day since I signed up as a coach. I've never taken a day off. Yes, there are hard days. Yes, there are days that I'm sick. I've had fevers, been throwing up, all of it. There's days that my kids have been sick. Both kids have been sick. And I'm tired and I haven't slept, but I still work my business. Because if you show up at least 1 hour a day and do these 4 vital behaviors, your business will be successful. But the secret is consistency. You can't, work overtime Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then take off for the rest of the week, thinking that all the work you did those 3 days are going to cover you for the rest of the week. If you guys have a problem with that, you need to reread the compound effect because it's those little things that you do every day over time that get you success. So you guys know what the 4 vital behaviors are: invite, 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 be proof the product works, personal development, and of course, recognition. Let's talk about inviting. For you newer coaches on the team, the people that you should be targeting are your warm market. Your warm market means your family and your friends. Now listen to me. They're the first ones you talk to because they're the ones that know you the best. I always compare this to a birthday party. You're not going to invite strangers off the street to a birthday party without knowing them. You can't mass email people. You can't tag, 100 people on a post on Facebook inviting them to a challenge group. You have to build relationships with people. And when you do that, they trust you. So your warm market might be the people that give you the most trouble because you know how your friends and family are, your cousins, whatever. They're going to make fun of you. They have little respect for you, but they trust you. So they're who you start with. But while you are working on them, you have to add new context every day to your social media. So every day, go on Instagram and find people that you would be friends with. Add them. All those suggested people that Facebook brings up on your news feed? Add them. And then if they ask you, hey, how do I know you? Then you just say, oh, I saw we had some friends in common. And you looked familiar. Say something like that. But in every platform that you meet, connect with new people over things that you actually have in common. Don't message people just because they look fit or you think they need to start T25. You message them because you say to yourself, this person looks really cool. I would be friends with them in real life. Add them. And inviting, I just want to make it clear, is not posting a call to action. A lot of coaches post and wait for people to come to them. You can't do that because you're not going to build a business like that. Imagine if you invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into opening your own franchise of Dunkin' Donuts. You're not just going to rely on putting an ad in the newspaper. No, you're going to dress up like a bagel and stand outside in the corner if you have to because you invested all that money. So inviting is actively reaching out to people, starting conversations, and inviting them to your challenge group. But most importantly, it's about building relationships. I will tell you 100% that almost every time I sell a challenge pack, it's to someone that I've been talking to for a little while. Not someone that I posted a call to action and they inboxed me because they want to join. It's people that I've been talking to for a little while and building relationships. Because your business You have to think of it as a funnel that's really wide, and it gets smaller. So the more people you talk to, the more people that you get that are going to be serious about joining your challenge group, and then the more people that you're going to get who are actually going to join your challenge group. Not everybody that you talk to is going to join. That's just a matter of fact, but don't burn the bridge. Don't let it discourage you. You keep them there. You keep checking up on the person. Next month, invite them again. The month after that, invite them again. You're going to have various people in the stage of building a relationship. Some people will be ready now. Some people won't. This is going to keep, it's going to be like a revolving door with Success Club for you. And just so you know, I had people that told me no in the beginning of me being a coach that are coming to me now. So never take no's personally. It just means that that person is not ready yet. It's not a reflection on you. That person is just not ready yet. So focus on building the relationship and actually building a friendship with the person instead of looking at it as a sale. Now, I want you guys to go a step further with this. Who are you not inviting? Because you're judging that they're not interested. We all have those people that we look at and we think, oh, they'll never be interested in this. Oh, I can't invite them to this. Like, look, they're so fit already. Or look, they'll never want to be a coach. You guys never know. I've been so surprised at the people that reach out to me wanting to join my team or wanting to join my challenge group that I would have never invited on my own. So never judge. Right now, the top 5 people that you're thinking of, I want you to send them a message. Hey, I was just thinking about you. How are you? And that's how you started. And you take it from there. So that's one assignment that you have for tonight. All right. Being a product of the product. Guys, this is so important. And I have to say, it's important to say that you don't have to be at your goal weight. You just have to show up every day. That's what motivates people. I always tell the story of one of my girls named Marlene. She started with me at 275 pounds. Marlene was in a challenge group with people that had maybe 5 pounds to lose. What happened? Marlene every single day showed up to her challenge group and she got her workout done. That motivated those people that didn't take that journey that seriously to get up and go press play because she did. This girl that was super overweight was consistent every day in her journey. She shared that journey and she got down to like about 170 pounds. And she motivated everybody else. That's the same thing with you guys. Never be ashamed if you aren't where you want to be. You just have to keep showing the progress because day by day turns into week by week and month by month. And before people realize it, you're down like 3-4 pant sizes and they're still looking the same, eating chips on their couch, watching you. So those in the trenches are the biggest motivators. So start by leading yourself. Have discipline over yourself. And when it comes to your challenge group, be the first one in your challenge group posting your workout selfie. Show them that you lead by example. You're not just talking about it and telling people to join, but every day. I have to give a shout out to, I'm looking at Alexa right now. Alexa's always got the early morning workout pick. That's awesome. Jose and Meli are killing it. He goes live every night with his workout. That's awesome. I want to give a shout out to Shireen because I feel like every time I look at my Facebook feed, Shireen is doing insanity. And that's how you do it, guys. You show people that you're not just inviting them to try out this thing, but it's changing your life. And genuinely care about the people that you bring in and about their transformation. Unfortunately, there are coaches that end the sale when that person buys the challenge pack. That's just the beginning of the journey. Your customer service is everything because that person's transformation is like a walking billboard for what you do as a coach. So you get referrals so that that person stays with you, so that that person eventually wants to become a coach. You help them fall in love with Beachbody and their transformation, and they'll want to join your team, and they'll tell other people to join their team. And the last thing, guys, is be honest where you are with your fitness and nutrition. Look, I've been a coach for almost 4 years, and there's times that I've gained weight. I have. I'm not going to lie. That's not when you hide in your business. Some coaches gain weight, hide. Don't do that because you lose that connection to people because who gains weight in real life? Everybody else. Everybody else. So if you're not real about your own vulnerabilities, like right now, I'm looking at Maricruz. Maricruz is a new coach. She's getting home from work. She's joining us on Zoom. You're awesome. Maricruz has to get an operation. She found out after she bought the 21-day fix. Maricruz can't work out, but she's sharing what she's eating every day. She's being honest about where she is with her health and fitness every day. That's what you guys have to do. Because if you always show that you're perfect and you get your workout in and you're developing abs, then that starts to create a disconnect with people. People can't relate to you. But if you start showing your struggle, that your workout was hard, that you messed up, that you're tired, that you gained weight, that you ate that pizza and then you ate some chocolate cake, then people are going to be like, wow, she's human just like me, but if she can do it, why can't I? So it's important to be honest. That's why people come to you. People don't come to you because they can buy, P90X from you. People come to you because something in your story and the way you tell your story resonated with them. Now let's go a step further. Post a video in your challenge group and be open about your current struggles, insecurities regarding your health and fitness, and why you are committed to seeing through your goals. So be honest with your challengers today about what you're going through. Those ups and downs, but why you never give up. Personal development. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And, in this business, we attract who we are. And in the beginning for me, I did not want to do personal development because I saw that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it makes it look so ridiculous. Like it's for crazy people. Or that movie Shallow Hal. Like it's for crazy people that have issues and need help. And I was like, I am not that person. I don't need that. I'm not going to read Tony Robbins. But now I love Tony Robbins because I realized that unless you're working on yourself every day, success is not just going to come to you. It's not going to happen. Maybe you're genetically blessed and God loves you more than he loves anybody else. I doubt that. But there's very few people that can get by in life without working on themselves every single day. I wasn't a reader. I didn't listen to any audiobooks, but I had to learn to do that because when I went to my first summit, hold on, let me get some water. When I went to my first coach summit, John C. Maxwell, who's one of the foremost leaders in leadership around the world, said, if you do not have a personal plan of growth for your life, you're not growing. And here's the thing about growth. It's not that you stay the same. It's that you go backwards because as time passes, you're either growing or going backwards. So what are you doing? Are you growing or are you going backwards? So hold on. Yes, sweetheart. Yeah, the turtle Pokemon is Squirtle. You see real life here. So 15 minutes that Beachbody recommends is really not enough. And there's two types of personal development. There's actual personal development. So if you have insecurities, if you have this fear of rejection, and I've spoken to a lot of people that are really insecure, a lot of coaches on the team that are scared to put their story out there, scared to post, scared to invite people because they have such a fear of rejection and what people are going to say. You need actual personal development. You need things that are going to boost your confidence. Things like you are a badass or anything Tony Robbins, like awaken the giant within. You need to work on yourself to get over those fears because you can't help anybody else unless you're helping yourself. And then there's business development. So if you've got everything down packed and you're confident and you're secure, but the business isn't working for you, then it's just skill set. Have you read Go Pro by Eric Worre? Have you read Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins? Have you been reading, maybe check out Amy Porterfield podcast or Gary Vaynerchuk so that you learn the skills necessary to learn how to present yourself to people, to learn how to speak to people, to learn how to close a deal. There's never anybody that's bad at this business as long as you want this business to work for you. Because when you want the business to work for you, you'll figure it out. We say it's not for everybody. And by that, we mean that it's for people that really aren't interested in putting in the effort. But if you're someone that's interested in putting in the effort and it's just not working for you yet, do more personal development. Develop these skill sets. Because with your passion, it's only a matter of time until you make it work for yourself. So I hope you guys aim for at least 1 hour of personal development, either in audio or actually reading. And here's a pet peeve I have, guys. I hear a lot of coaches when I ask them, what personal development are you doing? They say that they listen to podcasts. They listen to the School of Greatness and all those podcasts, which are great. But those podcasts, to me, there's a quote by Jim Rohn that says that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. A podcast is kind of like that to me. It's just ideas, because you listen to an interview with someone that's successful and you're just listening to their ideas and their mindsets. And yes, that's motivating, but that's not personal development. They aren't teaching you a skill set. You can't learn from a podcast what you're going to learn by investing in a book that's going to help you learn a new skill, or an audiobook at the same time. Yes, listen to the podcasts, but they do not count as personal development when you really want to grow your business. It's in addition to the actual personal development that you're doing. And your personal development must include the National Wake Up Call and our team calls. It's a must, because personal development is not going to tell you what's actually going on in Team Beachbody today, like the Team Cup, like all the stuff that you need to know for Summit, or any new news, breaking news in the Coach Online office you must know about. So it's so important to be on those team calls every week. Let's go a step further. Make personal development a part of your journey. So when you're doing your personal development, I challenge you guys every day to create a post about it. For example, today is Tuesday. So in terms of Transformation Tuesday, why don't you talk about a mindset that you've developed because of personal development and compare it to how you used to think? So for example, like I said earlier, I used to think personal development and Tony Robbins were for crazy people that needed help. And now I know that everybody needs it, and we all need to grow and develop ourselves. Like, I feel like I have so much learning and growing to do. And the more personal development I do, the more I realize that I need more. So share also your personal development in your challenge groups, because let me tell you guys, mindset is everything. When you have people come to you, it's not just a fitness thing. It's not just a nutritional thing, but they need to change the mindsets that got them overweight or unhealthy when it comes to how they handle food and their bodies. So if you share the personal development in your challenge groups as well, it's going to help everybody in there, and even help put them a step closer to becoming a coach and joining your team, because they see how their life is changing on all levels. Now, you guys know that I work with Kim Carver, who is my mentor over at Beachbody. And those of you that know him know how incredible he is. We actually call him the Coach Whisperer. He came up with this thing that we call controlling the controllable. So if you guys come up, we have this list here with these 5 things that are your wins for the day. But that's specific to you guys, and only you guys know what these 5 things are. So I want you to ask yourselves this question, and it's very personal. What 5 things can I do every day that are going to help me get closer to my goals? So that you say to yourself, if I do these every day, I'm going to reach my goals. Here are some general ones: 5 invites and 5 follow-ups. Checking into your fitness and to your team, connecting with 1 new coach and 1 new challenger, making 5 new contacts, making sure you're on top of at least 3 social media posts. And as a side note, I used to post 3 times a day. And after reading 10X by Grant Cardone, I feel like, well, if I'm supposed to be eating every 2 hours, I'm going to be posting every 2 hours as long as I can. So you want to 10X your postings to make sure that you're in everybody's face all the time. Because you know how Facebook is. If it doesn't show your stuff to everybody. It all depends on time of day and how engaging your last post was. So let's say these are your 5. So you wake up in the morning and you know you have to do these 5 things. And part of these 5 have to be your 4 vital behaviors. If at the end of the day, you can look at yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I do these 5 things? Then you know you won your day. You won your day. If you do it again the next day and the day after that, you are reaching the goals in your business. But at the end of the day, I want you to take a serious look at yourself and ask yourself, did I do it? And if you did not, I don't want you to be critical with yourself, because building your business takes discipline. We're not perfect. It's going to take time. So if you can look at yourself and say, you know what? I didn't do 2 of my 5 things. Ask yourself why, figure out where you fell short, and then the next day, fix it. Fix it. Because you're going to reach your goals if you approach your business like this every day. It's not about being hard on yourself or thinking you're not cut out for this business. Because that, guys, that's what we think right away. Those are the thoughts that we resort to. When you feel like that, it's a sign that you need to do more personal development. Everybody fails in this business. Everybody fails. Like for me, I haven't lied about the fact that I get coach cancellations every day. I have people tell me no every day. I lose my rank all the time. All the time. Does that mean that I'm not cut out for this business? Absolutely not. It just means I got to keep growing. I got more work to do. I got to keep inviting. That's all it is, guys. So ask yourself sincerely, what are those 5 things I need to do every day to win my day? And make sure you do those Monday through Sunday, January through December. Forever. Because that's what's going to get you to where you need to go. And the last one, guys, is lead yourself. Your success starts with you. Discipline, like everyone's, at this point, it's my business. It's crazy to me. How people inbox me that I motivate them. How my inbox is literally always full right now. And it wasn't always like that. It was not always like that. And I've fallen and I've gotten up so many times in this business. And now, 3.5 years later, because I've been consistent, is that I see the success that I'm seeing now. Now, 3.5 years later, is why I'm making the income that I'm making now. But it wasn't always like this. I want to tell you guys, building this business, you have to think of it like going to college. It's going to take you almost 4 years to see the success that most people want to see in a month or a year. In a year, you're not going to have a successful business. In 2 years, it's kind of like you might be ready to take the training wheels off. That's real life. Because just like you guys go to college for a 4-year degree and nobody expects to be a doctor or a lawyer right off the bat, that's how you have to treat this business. You have to come in, work hard, and pay your dues. Give it time. But the more you discipline yourself, the closer you will be to meeting those goals. It wasn't until I made working out at 5 a.m. like a must that my business really started to grow, because I just got better at disciplining myself and my fitness, and people saw my progress. And getting up at that time gave me more time to do personal development. And it gave me more time to plan ahead what I wanted to post. I'm not telling you guys to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I am telling you that you have to create a discipline for yourselves that you don't stray from, because that discipline is what helps you grow. The second thing, guys, is don't complain about where you are in your business. Don't. Because the second you complain is the second that you become a victim. This business is not for victims. That's an example of a person that this business is not for. I have never, ever in my coaching career, when I've had coaches quit and all that stuff, I've never said, this sucks. Why is this happening to me? This must not be for me. Like, this always happens to me. I've never said that. Instead, I've always looked to other people that are successful, and I think to myself, well, you know what? This is a bump in the road. If they did it, I got to figure it out. So how can I be better? How can I give more? How can I grow more? That's the mindset that you have to have. It's the same thing as investing in your business. Like things like Summit, things like Super Saturday that are non-negotiable for the business. Things like hitting Success Club. You don't have a business if you don't hit Success Club. That's just the plain simple truth. Don't complain about not having done it. Or don't list off the excuses about why you can't go to Summit, why you can't hit Success Club. Instead, look at yourself honestly and say, okay, what is it that needs to change in me? Where do I need to give more so that I can make these things happen? My first Summit, I can afford it. I couldn't afford it. It was like a $500 plane ticket, and I had to put that thing on the credit card. But I knew that I was going to get it back, and a half, tenfold. So always look not to the why me, but how can I? That should be like your key phrase, like burned in your head. How can I? The last thing, guys, believe in yourself. No one will ever trust you and want to follow you unless you believe and value yourself, because you exude that. There's something that I call Success Club swag, which is when I or coaches or some of my successful coaches hit Success Club by like the 10th, like if they hit Success Club 10 by the 10th of the month, they always got this confidence about themselves. Like, yeah, I hit Success Club. And they know, and it's like, as a matter of fact, everybody that hits them up after that, they have absolutely no doubt that they're going to close that deal, that person's going to buy a challenge pack, or that person's going to become a coach. And then they carry that attitude through the entire month. But when it's a month, like let's say today's what, the 19th. And if any of you are like at 0 or at 2, you're struggling. You're struggling and you're starting to freak out a little bit and you're starting to despair. Guess what? It's going to come across in your posts. It's going to come across when you talk to people. Your energy is so loud. So make sure you're doing the PD. Make sure that you are doing all the 4 vital behaviors. Because when you get all those things going for you, you are more confident. You know you can do this. And I always say this, that there's no doubt in my head that if you do the 4 vital behaviors consistently every single day, you are going to hit Success Club. Success Club isn't there as a business rule, but Successful Club is for our growth. But the 4 vital behaviors also, they're not there as a business rule from Beachbody, but they're given to us because they help us be successful. Those are the guidelines that we need to follow to have a successful business and to believe in yourself. And because I always do the 4 vital behaviors, because of that, I'm confident, and I know I can build this business as I keep growing. So that's it, guys. So I'm going to open it up to questions. I know I called this a Q&A today, but I wanted to cover that with you guys because it's so important that you guys know that that's what this business is about, that this business is about building these relationships, helping people, and, mastering these things. There's no secrets. There's nothing that one coach does better than another. I know a lot of people have been reaching out to Alexa about the same thing, thinking that maybe Alexa's doing something that nobody else is doing. No, Alexa's doing all of the same things. Master these vital behaviors and your business will be successful. And, don't be afraid to share, guys. Share your story. The more personal you get, the better. All right, guys, questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I have a question, but it's just about Country Heat.
Yes.
It's coming. You guys, I've been following in Carl and everything. So it's going to actually, you guys are going to be doing it at Summit.
Yeah.
Going to be training. So I didn't understand it. So we're able to sell the challenge packs right away?
Yeah, it's going to be online, I think, by the 27th.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And the only one excited. I'm very excited about Country Heat. I know it's different and it's nothing that I've ever done, but I'm excited because I think that, it's great that Autumn put those 2 challenge packs on sale for 2 months, and it's great. But I'm you even get sick of it sometimes. Mm-hmm. Not that I love the workouts, but I kind of felt like, okay, we need something.
It's something different.
Something different, Mm-hmm. I not really like it, but I always think about what you said because my husband was trying to convince me to do Body Beast with him today, and I said no because I have to finish my program, the whole 21 days and finishing up the program. And I that's another thing that I've been telling some of the girls, that you have to make sure you finish the programs from beginning to end because people are asking you. So my personal goal is to go through every single program. So when people ask me about Body Beast or Hardcore, I can answer them because I honestly did it. Even if
That is such a great point, Alexa. That's a really great point. And also because finishing a program from start to finish gives you the discipline. If you can master that, you can master anything in your business. You know, and another point that you kind of touched upon is that I know a lot of people are not excited about Country Heat. It's just not our thing, right? Now, you're making it about yourself then, if you think like that. It's not about you, it's about the customer. Country music is the number one selling music in the country. And more importantly, Carl's vision for this program is something that everybody can do. Because there's a lot of people that look, I don't know if you guys are any of you in the 21-day fixed text group? Let me tell you, there's a woman in there that's got to be over 300 pounds easily. And she posts a video of herself every day doing the program. There's another woman in there who's paralyzed from the waist down. She's in a wheelchair. She posts a video of herself doing the workout every day, and you guys have to see her modifications. That's impressive. That's really impressive. So, you know, these programs are for people like that. So when we show that we're doing them too, it's to show other people like, look, there's variety. Like, yeah, you see me doing these killer burpees, but maybe that's not for you. Maybe you need an easier start. And that's what Country Heat is. So as coaches, we all need to buy that program. It's a non-negotiable. I remember when Insanity Max 30 came out, and I was like, psst, I do not want to do that program. And it scared me. But you guys know my favorite quote by Seth Godin: if it scares you, it might be a good thing to try. So I bought it. And I didn't even like T25. I didn't like any Shaun T programs. I bought it, and I felt amazing after I did it. And I shared my max out time every single day on my social media. So do the same thing with Country Heat. Buy it, because as coaches, we all need to have it. And put it out there, because there's people that need something like that. And I got my Latinas in Texas. Like the last 4 coaches that joined my team are all from Texas. Mm-hmm. So I know you girls love country, right?
Yes. You know what I did? I have a lot of people that had said no to my challenge group because they have injuries.
Yeah.
I went back to all the people that I have invited because I follow up, and I highlighted all those people because I feel that Country Heat is the workout for them, because I have a lot of injuries and I have to modify a lot. So I'm actually excited to start Country Heat, even though I'm going to be awkward, because I feel like my body is going to get a little bit more of a rest instead of doing burpees and doing all these.
Have you tried it yet, Alexa?
Huh?
Have you tried it?
The Country Heat? Yeah, I did it. I did it online with one of my other friends who's a coach under me.
Yeah.
And we did it, and I actually liked it. You know, it wasn't like, oh my God, but
it's fun.
My joints are not going to be in pain.
Yeah, it's fun, and wow, what a sweat.
So I'm excited about it, and I feel like if I put the excitement, to be honest, my goal is to become certified. I feel like this will be the first work I can become certified. I don't feel like I have to be perfect at push-ups.
I love it.
Be the one to get me there, to maybe be certified something else later, but this will be the door opener for me. So I feel like I'm going to share that. And I'm going to share with you guys, I am not a Success Club yet. Today is the 19th. I'm not. And I'm not going to lie to you. I am disappointed. But I'm not going, every month is not Success Club. It's not going to be by the 10th. I'm used to hitting Success Club every month by the 10th. That's just me. It's my personal goal, but this month has been harder. But does that mean that I'm going to crawl up into a ball and not show up or not post?
Or give up for the month?
And you know what? I Audrey will tell you, I'm not going to sit here lying. 3 or 4 days ago, I reached out to her. I said, I'm just not feeling myself. But I recognized that, and I said, okay, what do I do now? Because I noticed that I wasn't feeling myself. So I needed to do something to cheer myself up and get myself into that energy. And whatever that is for you, it's your responsibility, because I'm going to be here next year and the year after and the year after. This is what I want. This is my dream. I told my husband today, you know it's your dream when you wake up and it's the first thing you think about. And when you go to bed, it's the last thing you think about.
Yep.
And that's how you have to do it. You have to just want it that much, you know. And I don't compare myself. Yes, when I see the leaderboard come up, the Ruby in me says, damn, why is my name at that number yet? But you know what? I use that same feel to say, okay, instead of inviting 10, let me invite 12. I add to it. And I got a lot of no's this month, guys. This month has been the month of no's.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. They're going to say yes by the end of the month.
You know what?
I saved my ass this month, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's another reason we got to use it. And, you know, think about it. As mothers, we're distracted. We have our kids in camp and kids in all these activities, and kids are driving us crazy. And then next month, everyone's going to tell you no because they're buying school supplies. But that's when we have to be more consistent than ever in sharing our fitness journeys. Because they're still going to look at us and be like, but damn, and then she's still working out. What am I going to do with all these barbecue fat that I've gained? We need to be consistent. And let me tell you, this hard time in the business, it's what builds you as a coach. Because if you're going uphill now and you learn to get tougher, that means that come like September, October, when people are ready again to commit to something, you're going to be going like downhill mad easy with all that momentum. So enjoy it. Like I've been thinking, this is thoughts that I've had in my head. I've been thinking about success. And success kind of sucks because you know that there's this thing that you want, right? But then after you hit it, then what? There's nothing. What was actually fulfilling is your growth getting to that kind of person that achieves that thing. Like when I'm working towards a new rank, the day I hit it, I feel like, oh, whatever. But then when I look at back, I'm like, wow, I worked so hard. Wow, I really developed myself. That's the true goal. You know, so take these moments of the business where you're growing, where you're learning, where you're struggling as opportunities to keep growing yourself, to become the woman that you want to be and the man that you want to be, Willie and Jose. This is the best part when you're struggling, because one day you guys are going to look back, right? And you're going to be like, wow, I remember all the inviting that I used to do. I remember when I used to struggle to get one person to inbox me or or like at least 5 people to like that picture. I remember that. And I'm so proud of myself for the way I've grown. But look how long it's taken me. And I'm glad, Alexa, that you said you don't compare yourself to anybody, because comparison is the joy of thief of joy. When you look at how other people are doing, you think that they have it all together and that it's easy for them, but you have no idea what they go through on a daily basis. So don't look at other people. Look at yourself. Your competition is yourself. And asking yourself every day, did I win the day? Am I doing the best I can? That's all that matters. All right, guys, any other questions?
I have a question.
Rose!
So do you think it's better to start inviting people once you see progress? So you don't think I would like to invite people if they ask me questions about how I like the program and things like that, if I can't really, like, in real life say, oh yeah, I like it because of this and that. Did you just start inviting people?
You froze, but you back? Well, for me, I had a 90-day challenge group. I started with Shalene Extreme, and 30 days in is when I became a coach. I still had 2 months left. I wasn't where I needed to be yet. But the thing is that since I started, before I was a coach, I was sharing my journey. And that's what people look for. It's important that you guys know that a coach doesn't mean that you're an expert. Being a coach does not mean you're a nutritionist. It does not mean that you can do one-handed push-ups. It doesn't. It just means that you're someone on a journey that's there to motivate others. That's what we do as coaches. So, Rose, to answer your question, start inviting now. I see your workout pictures. You have a big smile on your face when you post your workout pictures. Share that. Share that on your public timeline, because there's people that need that. You know, if you just started, that's even more motivating. Because when I started, I hit up all my friends, like, I just bought this thing called the Challenge Pack. Do you want to join with me? And they all contacted my coach and signed up. And they were all in my challenge group with me. People like to do things together. So definitely start inviting and getting them to join in. Don't wait till you look perfect. Because remember the second vital behavior, be proof that the product works. It's not about perfection. It's about showing where you are and how you're overcoming where you are. Hope that answered her question. Anybody else?
Hey, Audrey. Hey.
Yes.
Hey, it's a quick suggestion. I mean, you being a coach.
Yeah.
So we got country heat. So we got size. So I don't know. You pretty much high up there in the ladder. So you being high there. Like, is there anything like for like a Latin? I mean, we can't like recommend like a Latin dance video.
We've talked to Carl about it.
Okay. All right.
But Carl feels like we need to show up in numbers. Like we need to show them that there's a demand for them to create it. When size came out, my husband and I did a video to reggaeton, to one of the moves. And Carl and Jeff Hill saw it. We even showed it to Shanti at Summit. He loved it. Those are the things that we need to create. So if you want, do the same thing with Country Heat. When you get the program, start showing listen. To bachata. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You know, bachata is Country Heat. You know, do something like that. Show the flavor. Put it up on social media. Tag Carl. Tag all those people there, and show them that there's a market. And that we have a voice and that we're buying it and all of that. What was the other thing that I was going to say? The other thing I was going to say is, I don't know if you guys have seen in the 20s, that reality show that Beachbody's putting together. It comes out after August. There are Latino trainers in there because that's one of the things that we said. So I'm part of the National Latino Council for Beachbody. Last year, we had a private meeting with Carl Deichler. It's about 10 of us. We had a private meeting with Carl Deichler, and we talked about these things. Like I said to him, why isn't there any reggaeton in size? And that's when he answered with that. We talked about the meal plan with the 21-day fix. That's the reason that you see yuca and mango in the 21-day fixed meal plan, because we said, I'm sorry, Latinos don't eat ricotta cheese. Like, you need to break this down with foods that we actually eat. So that's why they changed that. So one of the things we said was the trainer, like, show us someone that looks like us in one of the programs. So when you look, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, there's one that shows every trainer in the running, and a few of them are Latino. So look for them, vote for them if we can, and support them. So we show that we have those numbers and we have that face. And you guys aren't coming to Summit, but for the first time, they're doing La Cumbre, which is a Latino event before Summit, and that's where I'm speaking, and Gabby's speaking too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going next year.
You're going next year.
Yeah, I can't make it. Yeah, I couldn't even take vacation this 3 weeks, so that's why I couldn't even meet you. But all right.
So, you know, they stream it, and now with everybody going live, I'm sure Summit's going to be live on Facebook. So make sure that you guys are tuning in. It's going to be like, you guys are going to be like on the edge of your seats, wishing you were there.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have mind going. Trust me, I wouldn't have mind going. But all right, then. But thanks, Audrey.
You got it. Any other questions? All right. You guys are awesome. Keep doing your thing. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you for showing up. What you do matters. Don't forget that. Even if you don't hit Success Club, your growth as a person matters, and I appreciate and value each one of you. Keep doing the best you can to your potential. It's not about, sometimes some of you message me that you don't want to disappoint me. It's not about that. I want to see each of you knowing that you won the day and you worked to the best of your potential. That's what it's all about. Have a blessed night, guys.